Let's be good audience members. Remember, they're doing Angels in America. You guys have fun. Make big choices. That's all I care about. Don't hold back. I'm not going to get locked out of here, am I? I think it's open.
Where were you?
Out.
Where?
Just out. Thinking.
It's late.
I had a lot to think about.
I burned dinner.
I'm sorry.
No, not my dinner. My dinner was fine. Your dinner. Turned everything up as high as it could go, and I watched it till it turned black. It's hot. Very hot. Want it?
You didn't have to do that.
I know. It just seemed like the kind of thing a mentally deranged, sex-starved, pill-popping housewife would do. So, I did it. Who knows anymore what I have to do?
How many pills, Harper?
A bunch. Don't change the subject.
Well, I won't talk to you when you're like this.
No, no. Don't do that. Pills are not our problem. I want to know where you've been. I want to know what's going on.
Going on with what, the job?
Not the job.
I said I need more time.
Not the job.
Mr. Khan, I told
Not the job.
I said I had to hurry up and I could talk
Not
to you. Well,
the job.
I can't talk sensibly about anything, so...
Shut up!
Then what?
Stick to the subject.
I don't know what that is. Do you have something to ask me? Ask me. Go.
I can't. I'm scared of you.
I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
Then tell me without making me ask, please.
This is crazy. I'm not.
When you come through the door at night, your face is never exactly the way I remembered it. I get surprised by something mean and hard about the way you look. Even the weight of you in the bed at night. The way you breathe in your sleep seems unfamiliar. You terrify me.
I know who you are.
Yeah, that's easy. I'm the enemy. That doesn't change. You think you're the only one who hates sex? I do. I hate it with you. I do. I dream that you batter away at me till all my joints come apart like wax and I fall into pieces. It's like a punishment. It was wrong of me to marry you. I knew you. It's a sin and it's killing us both.
I can always tell when you take the pills. You get red-faced and sweaty, and frankly, that's very often why I don't even want those.
Because
you're not pretty. Not like this.
I have something to ask you.
Then ask me. Ask me. For God's sakes, Harper, what in the hell are you trying to do?
Are you a homo? Are you? I'll put your dinner back in the oven and turn it up so high the whole building will fill with smoke. So help me God, I will. Now answer the question.
If I
Then tell me, please, and we'll see.
No. No. And I don't see what difference it makes. I think we ought to pray. Ask God for help. Ask Him together.
God won't talk to me. I have to make up people to talk to me.
But you have to keep asking me, Harper.
Oh, yeah. God, is my husband
Stop it! Stop it! I'm warning you. Does that make any difference? That I might be one thing deep within, no matter how wrong or ugly it is, so long as I've tried with everything that I have to kill it. What do you want from me, Harper? What do you want from me? More than that? For God's sakes, I'm a shell. There's nothing left. There's nothing left to kill. As long as my behavior is what it has to be, decent and correct, that alone in the eyes of God.
No, no, not that. That's Utah talk, Mormon talk. I hate it, Joe. Tell me. Say it.
All I will say is that I'm a very good man. And I've tried very hard to become something good, and you want to destroy that. You want to destroy me. But I'm not going to let you do that, Harper. I'm not going to let you do that.
I'm going to have a baby.
Liar.
You liar. A baby born addicted to pills. A baby who does not sleep but who hallucinates. Who stares up at us with big mirror eyes. Does not know who we are. No. Yes. No. Yes. Get away from me. Now we both have a secret.
Nice. Stay up here. What was good about that? But more. How was it intense?
I like how she, I don't know, like she was, whenever she was talking about being crazy and
Yeah.
deranged,
Yeah.
and like doing the body language and everything.
Yeah. What else?
She used lines, meaning on short phrases. She held them out longer, made it more personal versus just "I don't like you." It was more like a long beaded "I don't
Sure,
like you," and
sure.
then that added.
Yeah. Good. What else?
They had good chemistry, even though, they're supposed to be mad at each other or whatever.
Well,
Or
yeah.
like,
There's mad at each other. Sure. Yeah. It's definitely a distraught situation, if nothing else. But yes, they did have good chemistry, and yes, they have been married for several years. So yeah. Obviously, this is a situation, like all plays deal with situations that are sort of out of the norm. This is a night, even though they've had nights that may be similar to this at other points in their lives together. This is a night where something comes to a head, right? And that's, I think, what you guys really have really found in this scene is the work that you guys did from the beginning was always great, and the relationship I always bought, and I bought your chemistry, and I thought you were really sort of honoring the truth and all that good stuff. What I was trying to get from you guys is just to find the danger in it, and absolutely, that's like by far the best you guys have done with this scene. It was really some really beautiful and stunning work in there today from you guys. And thank you, Stardust, for, yes, absolutely, like making her, like not being afraid to explore the ugliness of her, right? Making her, you know, first, what Stardust was doing a great thing that is absolutely crucial for us as actors, and she approached this role first from herself, and she asked herself all those questions. How is this person like me? And then she started to come up to against a wall when she was like, God, there's so many things about her that's not like me, and I'm scared of those things, and I'm scared of actually exploring those things. And it just took a little bit of a just, okay, letting yourself just go for it.
Yes.
And yeah, the great thing is that all that work you did earlier about figuring out how you are like her and how Stardust inhabits this character made it believable, made it truthful, made it real, so that you weren't sort of playing at something that you never really can know what it was. And Orry, just one wonderful, simple, grounded, real, truthful work from both of you guys. What else? What else did you guys see? Anything else? Any other impressions? What about you guys? What did you guys learn working on this?
We had it, but we were missing something. Whenever she was like, well, why don't we actually, like you were telling us this, and she, why don't we make any physical contact at all? Because we're fighting, but we love each other, and I think that's kind of what changed it for me. And like, I had to tap into being more emotional because I started to feel like a little bit shameful of the lifestyle, and so I tried to like think about how that affected me. You know, like, she's really getting under my skin. I'm already dealing with a lot.
Yeah.
With this, so I mean, just.
And I think that's totally right from him. That's such an element in why he's closed it up and closeted it for so long, because it's not. And it's, you know, they're Mormon, and there's all that stuff that goes into it too. So it's multi-leveled in terms of what he's dealing with. And so especially in a situation like this, a night like tonight, he's gonna have to deal with some of that stuff, right? In a real sort of emotional and truthful way. And I thought you really found that. So, how would you translate it into what you learned?
Don't be afraid to go where your character needs to go. Like if your character, if you're playing the biggest tough guy on the planet, or you're playing the most gay, homosexual man on earth, I mean, don't be afraid to take it where it needs to go. You know, don't bring yourself into the character. But you know, me, I tend to be really quiet and reserved. So I had to show emotion. You know, don't be afraid to do that.
Absolutely, you can't be afraid to do that. Otherwise, it's just not good. It's not going to totally happen in the way that it can when you inhabit it that way. That was a great thing to learn, and you showed it. It was great. What about you?
I think what I've learned from this is really just not being afraid to go and I guess to go with your instinct for the character, because like you said, I had a lot of trouble establishing a way to release myself into her, to the character of Harper. You know, so I really had to, I think, let go of myself. I think it took a personal journey for me to just let go and just let it out.
Release is a fantastic word, and that's what I was starting to see you really do. To just sort of like not hold on to it, right, and to just let it expand and let it be big and let it sort of, you know, roller coaster out of control or whatever it needs to do. Let go of yourself and release into it. And and what I see you now tapping on the door of, which I know that you sort of hold back on, or like I always notice that you like get to the precipice of this as an actor and then you sort of shy away from it a little bit. And it's that when you can get there, when you're gonna allow yourself to actually cross that precipice, you're gonna be absolutely wonderful. And you started to show it today in a lot of ways, but that not shying away from the emotion of it.
Right.
So in those moments when you feel yourself getting emotional, the key is to really release into that. Don't hold on to that. Don't hold on to it for yourself, because it's not for you, it's for the audience, right? So you started to do it, and I think that if you were to now work on the scene from that standpoint, continuing forward, there would be moments when you would release that, and it would be just, for us as an audience, just like, that's what we want to see. You know? We want to go through those experiences too. So yeah, not holding, letting it happen. Don't be afraid of it, right? It's hard to do that. It's scary to do that. It's scary, but when you do, it's going to be awesome. That's what else? Anything else?
And like Orry had said about the physical contact.
Oh yeah, I wanted to address that as well.
I think that brought so much more emotion into it.
I agree.
I think.
And it wasn't too much. You picked just the right moments for it.
Yeah. I mean, every little contact that we had just brought so much to the table. You know, it was just. It just made the scene a lot more complete.
And real.
And real, yes. Yeah, because
real.
when you're married, there is going to be that contact.
So there is.
Yeah. So I really...
And real, and also it forced you guys to be listening to each other, right? Like you were in the moment together. For the whole scene. Those moments really sort of are wonderful to sort of ground you in a way. Right? Like, oh, right. There's that. There's that. We're married.
I figure out once you forget the audience is even there, that's when that's when it's like, okay,
right.
Yeah.
That's how I felt today. It felt like we were just like in our own area.
Yeah,
you know,
I could tell. I could tell your focus was really great and specific. And you weren't worried about us. You were in the moment. Great. Great. Really good work, guys. Really nice. Anything else from the audience?